Hello everyone and welcome lower back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you constantly, that is Rich doing another video nowadays on XRP. So I desire you are all having a first-rate day nowadays, any place you are in this extremely good world. We're going to talk approximately XRP. And I got to start with this from smoke, due to the fact I recognize a number of humans don't think tokenization has even began yet. Recent SEC submitting confirms MasterCard is actively embracing blockchain within its community. 30% of all MasterCard transactions are actually tokenized. We at the moment are targeted on assisting blockchain ecosystems and virtual currencies. The timeline is accelerating. Like I said, each time they tell you something is going to take multiple years, you could shed at the least a hour and a half off of that time frame, because once one bank starts doing this, all of the alternative banks are going to lean in this path like a big network impact, and I assume the same element to show up round tokenization inside the coming months. The handiest element maintaining our assessments lower back proper now is the dearth of rules in the United States. Mr. Man says, how does XPay work on the again give up to move money? Let's discover. X, former Twitter, will use Interledger protocol. Within its tech stack, XPay can integrate the Interledger protocol to allow seamless Go community payments. Interledger as a routing layer. ILP acts as a bridge between distinctive charge networks, permitting XP to facilitate transactions throughout banks, virtual wallets, and blockchain networks without requiring direct partnerships with every. Whenever they talk approximately Interledger protocol, they're talking about Ripple and XRP. Because Interledger protocol, Ripple owns the patent for that. And deep within the center of Interledger protocol lies XRP. Take a pay attention to this right here. To do something, the protocol layer that I'm referencing is a payment protocol. It's known as Interledger, and the beauty of it is that you could pay in a cryptocurrency and it could pay out in whatever the receiver desires. Now, for those who have had any revel in cryptocurrency, has all of us right here heard of Bitcoin? All right, okay. Has all of us heard advantageous of Bitcoin? No, okay, we might not position that during there. Sorry. And Ethereum as well? Okay, yeah, it is now not half of however close. Okay, so essentially, if you are a Bitcoin holder and you want to be capable of pay someone in Bitcoin, and if the character's on Interledger, then you could send Bitcoin to their Interledger deal with, and because the payment goes to the network, it may pay up in Ethereum because that receiver prefers to be paid in Ethereum. And so we trust that interoperability throughout these specific blockchains of layer 1 and layer, humans are going to keep their own crypto that they opt to preserve and want to pay in what they need to pay in. And so I am looking at making an investment in the infrastructure proper. The heavy stuff that offers you the first class, revel in on pinnacle of Interledger, of people which are able to trade those cryptocurrencies for you. And I can cross and detail that similarly. So it truly is one element that I'm investing in. The other piece is I'm searching at packages for consumers or companies to apply that might additionally leverage this era. They say, you know, we're given my personal token. However, I need to be paid out. I need with the intention to make bigger my customer base and be given payments from one-of-a-kind currencies. And they have been speaking to them to look how they may leverage Interledger as part of their solution. And that become lower back in 2018. That technology turned into already getting incorporated in some locations. Here we are now in 2025, and the BIS, they may be capitalizing on Interledger protocol whenever you notice one in all their white papers, and it ties in RippleNet and XRP. Commonly, you furthermore might see ILP there as properly. But every time you see something like this, $10,000 XRP, it begins with Interledger. When XRP was created, it turned into designed to be a replacement for both institutional and retail economic structures in each market round the world. How will we know this? An examination of how XRP is built makes this obtrusive. A rather famous quote from Ripple Labs co-founder Arthur Britto presents a tantalizing clue. In 2017, he wrote, XRP ought to be scalable to house 7.5 billion people. We'll come back to this quote. However, it does offer insight into the size of Ripple's ambitions to be utilized by the worldwide populace. So consider the worldwide population. Everybody constantly said, well, XRP is simplest going to be applied in between the banks, bank-to-bank payments, move, border payments. But interledger protocol adjustments, now it may be used on a retail degree. Person-to-character payments, commercial enterprise to business payments, commercial enterprise to distributor payments, anywhere within the global, each across the world, and domestic. That's how you get to that price point. And right here's David Schwartz speaking approximately interledger protocol. The same is actual of ILP. We can innovate each beneath it and above it. But the primary factor that I want to make is that ILP is a micropayment technology. Over 1 billion ILP bills in 2018, and there's a cause it truly is critical. You can do everything with a micropayment. Microbills are type of like packets. If you think about the manner the internet works, it sends a packet to its destination with the excellent attempt. ILP does the identical aspect. The smarts are at the give-up factors, and the identical factor is proper with ILP. So if I want to ship someone $100, I can just kind of begin streaming cash at them, and when it gets to $100, I can stop. And this is better for a number of motives. If you are going to make a charge, in a single shot, you want to get a quote. But do you get a free quote, or do you pay for the quote? If you get a loose quote, it will be a terrible quote due to the fact you have got a free choice. If you're going to pay for the quote, what number of quotes do you pay for? Do you simply pay for one, after which take it? Do you pay for 5 fees and handiest take considered one of them? When you movement micropayments, while you make payments with the aid of microbills, you can movement that charge through more than one forwarders. And those person forwarders can circulate that payment via a couple of forwarders. And you may take advantage of that pleasant direction. And if the direction is surely desirable, you may stream money quicker. Of course, it's really terrible. You can movement cash extra slowly. And the internet effect is that you could manage a fee as a sequence of microbills. And I realize that sounds type of loopy to you guys these days. But if we lived in the circuit transfer days of telecom, sending a smartphone call over packet switching might sound just as crazy, but it is simply as revolutionary. If we are able to increase micropayments